It begins in space. A mysterious alien spacecraft drifts toward Earth, and a small pod is launched at Earth. The military is buzzing with activity, helicopters flying over a gorgeous Central American jungle. Major Alan Dutch Schaefer arrives and is greeted by the general. The general tells him that a cabinet minister and his aides helicopter strayed on the wrong side of the border and have been missing, but their last location is traced in a jungle. It's just a rescue operation. Dutch is suspicious because the general is being vague, but Dutch takes the mission anyway. They're the best at such missions. He meets Dylan, his old friend who works for the CIA now, will join him on the mission. The mission begins with him and his elite rescue team of specialized commandos. There's Mac, Billy, Blaine, Poncho, and Hawkins. Dylan tells Dutch that once they cross the border, there's no pickup team and they have to find their way back. Their helicopter airdrops them and the team starts looking in the jungle. They move quietly and communicate with gestures. At one point, the team find a crashed helicopter. It looks like it was deliberately shot down. This immediately contradicts what they were told. They find that the pilot was shot in the head with a heat seeker, and they think it's not the army, but a surveillance bird. Nearby, they discover something even worse. 3 bodies hanging high in the trees, stripped of skin, butchered. The team is shaken and disturbed by how clean and surgical the kill is. It doesn't look like guerrilla work. They realize that one of the dead bodies was a soldier they knew because of his army tag. They feel that something is terribly wrong. Billy tells Dutch that the dead soldiers were shooting in all directions, but it is confusing because there are no tracks of the enemy, no signs, nothing. Something's watching the team in the jungle from thermal vision. They don't know it yet, but something is stalking them. The team discovers the guerrilla camp, a heavily armed base deep in the jungle. Dutch scouts it from afar, using binoculars. Dutch discusses the attack plan with his team, and they disperse. The team takes out the guards of the base, and Dutch creates a huge diversion by starting a van that enters the base with an explosive. Then there are explosions everywhere, bullets flying, soldiers taking out dozens of guerrillas with precision. Few guerrillas try to escape in a chopper, but the team shoots them, and the chopper blows up. The camp is destroyed in minutes. Among the chaos, one hostage survives, Anna, a guerrilla woman. Dutch knows that something's up, and he pushes Dylan, who finally confesses that this wasn't a rescue mission. It was a covert CIA operation. He tricked Dutch into helping him. Dutch is pissed, but they're here now, and they move on. Dylan insists they take Anna with them as a hostage. Dutch reluctantly agrees. As the team leaves the ruined camp with Anna, that thermal vision returns. The Predator observes them, analyzing them. It records Billy's laugh and their voices. Billy hears the faint voice of the Predator replaying their voices from a distance, but ignores it. The soldiers march through the thick jungle. Anna hits a soldier and tries to escape. Dutch tells Hawking to go follow her. He captures her, but something attacks him. A blur, a shimmer in the jungle, something invisible. The team searches for Hawkins and finds nothing except a pile of blood on the ground. And he was dragged away so fast that even Billy didn't hear it. Anna sees it but can't explain it. They question Anna, but she just tells them that the jungle came alive and ate him. They create a perimeter and start searching for Hawking's body. They're being hunted by something way smarter and stronger than they imagined. Blaine is searching for the body. 1 second he's scanning the forest. The next a laser triangulates on his chest, and he's shot straight through with a burst of laser that leaves a huge hole in him. Mac hears this and rushes to the scene. He sees that Blaine is shot and looks around, and he sees an invisible figure with glowing eyes. He sees the Predator. It's getting away. Mac begins shooting, and as the Predator vanishes, he leaves fluorescent blood marks on a leaf. Mac begins shooting with a machine gun. Dutch and everyone else also join in. Anna sees the fluorescent blood of the Predator and wipes it on her pants. The Predator is bleeding. He stops and uses his tools to treat his injury. He growls, and everyone could hear his unsettling growl. Dylan calls the base to request for an helicopter. They tell him that they will send a chopper to the extraction point. The team realizes they're up against something they can't see. Billy, already unnerved, senses the creature isn't human. The men build a perimeter of traps for the night, thick vines, deadfalls, alarms. While the men sleep, Mac sits awake, humming to himself, scanning the trees. Suddenly the traps go off. The team bolts awake and tries to search for Mac. They think they caught the creature. Mac attacks it and stabs it multiple times, but instead it's a wild boar tangled in their trap. During the chaos, the predator slips quietly into camp and steals Blaine's body. Dutch realizes that the predator uses the trees. He goes to question Anna, and she tells him that it changes colors like a chameleon and it uses the jungle. Anna also tells them about the fluorescent blood that she saw on the leaf. Dutch says that if it bleeds, they can take it down. They plan on taking a stand there as they are being hunted, and there will be no one left to reach the chopper. They begin setting up traps using the forest and wait. Anna tells them that her people found bodies butchered in the same style as they saw earlier. The locals talk about a hunter, something that comes during the hottest years to collect dead trophies. The predator is caught in the traps for a minute, but it starts shooting everywhere and breaks free. Poncho is terribly wounded by a falling rock from another predator trap. Dylan sees it transform from its invisible shield to its visible body and back to its invisible form. Mac breaks away and chases it, shooting on full throttle. Dutch tries to stop him, but he doesn't listen. Dylan goes after Mac into the jungle. Dylan finds Mac, and they both see the predator in the trees. They decide to go attack it. Mac sees that he is being targeted by a triangular dotted laser, and he's shot in the head. Poncho tells Dutch that he can still make it to the chopper. As Dutch and the team try to make their way to the extraction point, Dutch realizes it's something crucial. It didn't kill her because she wasn't armed. No sport. Dylan gets his arm blown off by the predator's cannon and then stabbed. The predator is hunting for the challenge. It kills only those who fight back. The thrill of the hunt is everything. Now only Dutch, Billy, Anna, and Poncho remain, and Billy senses the predator is close. He stops on a log bridge, removes his gear, draws his knife, and waits for the creature. Dutch tries to call Billy, but he stays, and they carry on. They later just hear his scream. The predator gets to them and takes out Poncho with a laser. It shoots at Dutch too. He's injured his arm. They see the predator, and Anna tries to pick up the gun to shoot it, but Dutch screams at her not to. Anna is unarmed, so Dutch orders her to run to the chopper. Dutch tries to run away, but he falls off a cliff, down a waterfall, into a river, and crawls onto a muddy bank. The predator jumps down after him, but Dutch is covered head to toe in cold, wet mud. The alien scans for him with heat vision, but Dutch's body is masked. He's invisible. The predator uses its laser to shoot a heat signal it senses near, and Dutch sees its laser weapon. This is the moment Dutch realizes the predator sees with infrared. The mud blocks his heat signature. Now, the hunter becomes the hunted. Dutch spends the rest of the night transforming into a primal warrior. He covers himself with mud, sets traps, sharpens spears, builds bow arrows with explosive tips, and prepares a fighting arena. The predator is seen skinning Billy's body and keeping his prey's skulls like trophies. Dutch lights a huge torch and screams into the jungle, challenging the predator. The predator arrives, Dutch fires arrows at it, and hits it with explosions, but the predator keeps coming. It shoots its lasers at different places. The arrow causes the predator's invisibility shield to malfunction, and it bursts into sparks. It drops its camouflage and reveals itself fully, an 8-foot-tall creature with dreadlocks, mandibles, reptilian skin, and heavy armor. Dutch gets injured in the firing, falls from the tree, and tries to run away. Dutch throws things around, and the predator shoots them with his lasers. Dutch then follows the predator's blood stains and goes under a rock, but when he notices the blood dripping, he realizes that the predator is not under there, but above him. The predator slides down. Dutch lights an explosive and runs out of there, and falls into the water. At one point, the predator gets Dutch pinned and could kill him, but it stops. It wanted a fair fight, so it throws away its shoulder cannon and mask and challenges Dutch hand-to-hand. Up close, the predator is terrifying. It roars, spreads its mandibles, and beats Dutch brutally. Dutch is struggling for his life, crawling through the mud, getting slammed around like nothing. But he manages to lure the predator under one final trap, a massive log suspended above. The predator steps right into the kill zone, and Dutch drops the log on it, crushing it. The predator lies dying. Dutch approaches. The creature activates a device on its wrist, laughing in a disturbing mimicry of earlier sounds it recorded. Dutch realizes it's a bomb. He runs. The predator detonates itself, a massive blast lighting up the entire jungle. Dutch escapes the explosion and is picked up by the chopper where Anna is waiting, and they fly out of the jungle. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all liked the video. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and I'll show you how this movie series continued. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to watch many more such cool recaps. And hit the bell icon too. Bye.